To the third episode of NSSF Friends with Benefits, Season 2. My name is Crystal.
It's a real pleasure having you here. My name is Gaetano. Now, do you want to be inspired? Do you want to be motivated? Well, the NSSF Friends with Benefits show, Season 2, is just the one.
Now, at its very core, this show is about financial literacy, information that can help all savers plan for their benefits. Now, on the last episode, we met Naikumi Mary, who has seen it all. Her first instinct was to protect her nest. She used her invalidity benefits to pay for her breast cancer treatment, buy land, and start constructing a house. Reason, she wanted to leave a home behind for her children, just in case she didn't make it through her treatment.
That's a very powerful story. Another woman of steel we met was Hiram Annette. She used her invalidity benefit to get treatment for her HIV, also start a salon and start construction on her home.
Make sure you stay tuned to find which of these two powerful women will make it through to the last 8 contestants and will be closer to the first prize of 30 million shillings, first runner-up prize of 15 million, or 10 million shillings for second runner-up.
That's right. But before we get into that, let's find out who our panel of judges are. They are here, the same fantastic four. And we'll start off, of course, with Mr. Stevens Mwanje, Chief Finance Officer for the NSSF. Stevens, how are you?
Fine, thank you, Gatato.
Good.
And we have Mabel Chigundu, a human resource specialist. Welcome back to the show, Mabel.
Thank you, Crystal.
Mr. Paul Busherizi, who's the public editor for the New Vision. How are you doing?
Fine, thank you.
And Barbara Arimi, Head of Marketing and Communications at NSSF. Welcome back.
Thank you, Crystal.
Are you ready now to meet our 5th contestant?
I think we are. Are you guys ready? Yeah. Are you sure?
Okay.
Fantastic.
So let's head to Bukoto to meet Peter Simon Kaba to find out what he did with his benefits.
My name is Peter Simon Kaba. I got the withdrawal benefit, and this is my NSSF story. So you want to run the subdomains? I was working for a media house as a journalist for a radio station. I wanted to quit. My employers refused. January 2012, I actually walked away from a job because I wanted to start a business of my own. Then when I made the inquiries at NSSF, they actually told me that you can actually get your benefits. So I said, wow, this is an opportunity for me to fund the business I've been wanting. All in all, getting my money for me was the simplest, pleasurable thing. We went and registered a company called the Kaba Industries Limited, wide scope in nature. But below that, Tropical Organic Foods operates there. That company does the following products: super curry, marinade, barbeque, and a pilau masala. So we bought our first machines, so we started the journey. And then we have another product line. It's called Foodmate OD.
We are here at Kenjoy Supermarket. They are one of our main clients, customers, and we have just made a delivery. It's an exciting product on the market. They like it. Wherever I go in the supermarkets, I introduce it, and it's acceptable.
We now use the OD to look after the family.
Okay, Joshua, test. We see if you...
Teach your children to run the business with you when they are young. Because my children think very differently. Part of the values we teach them is to depend on themselves and teach them the business. They're in school not to find a job, but to create a job for themselves and others. We have 3 product lines. There's the cosmetic product line, there's the spices product line, then there's the food product line. So each child has been given a product line.
I'm in charge of the beauty manufactory. So my role is to measure and pack in the tins of the Vaseline.
The spices we have given the second last born.
I'm in charge of the spices business at Kaba Industries Limited. The money my father got from NSSF quite helped us to buy machines, because if we didn't have it, we would have struggled to get machines here and there. If we don't have the machines, we can't package the products, and that means we shall be doing nothing. Actually, now it's at a better level than it would have been if we didn't have the NSSF money.
My other child is actually in the digital revolution.
When I'm in holidays, since I run this subsidiary of the company, I design applications and websites.
What I've done as a parent is make the environment correct for him. So I make sure data is there, I make sure he has a computer he can use, he has a tablet. That's how it has impacted my family.
If my husband had not received that NSS money, I don't think we would have bought some of the machines we have, because we managed to buy at least 13 machines.
I don't believe I should be old and be disturbing a government, disturbing my children or my relatives to look after me. No.
What a story. What a story. Also some lessons on parenting right there. Please welcome Peter Kaba. Please have a seat.
Thank you.
Oh, pleasure to have you here on the show.
I'm so glad I'm here.
One of the things I think that is so amazing is how you have involved your sons in almost every aspect of the business. Even your young son who happens to be here, I see him.
Yes, he's over there.
Say hi. Hello.
Yeah.
So you decided to do spices.
Yeah.
I'm happy about that. I love food. Then ginat paste, but then also cosmetics.
Yes.
Was that originally the plan?
We have an skin allergy problem in our family. So I had to find a solution. Now I did a lot of research. Lo and behold, what? When I go on the internet, I find out that shea butter is the best friend for the skin. I could not believe it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have more questions, but for now, I will hand you over to our panel of judges. So we'll start today with Mabel.
Mr. Kaba, it seems you have mentored your children right from a very early age. Are you going to sit with them and then decide what direction they will take when they grow up?
No.
As far as professions are concerned.
No. As a parent, I think you shouldn't do that. It's wrong. I think what parents need to do is watch where the child's interest is. In school, if they choose to study things after in university, that will be their choice. But for now, the influence I have over them is basically based on their passion and interest.
Very interesting. Thank you very much.
Over to you, Barbara.
Thank you. Peter, what have been your greatest challenges since you started the business?
Friends laugh at you. Yeah? Man, why are you going into this? You have this education. Now you are going into this data work. Can't you go and do something else? But you see, I advise that always go and do something that you have passion. There's no single business that succeeds the first time. It will fail. So you must be prepared to work for a long time.
Okay, I think I'll head to you, Stevens.
If we are to win the 30 million shillings,
Yeah.
what are you going to do?
You might have a nice product, but if nobody is buying it, then you can forget about it. Go and do other things. So we'll use some of the money to advertise, to create a demand. We shall try to improve and buy a few more machines. And I would advise never go into a business on borrowed money unless you already have an existing business that is yielding enough money that you can pay the interest and leave some to run the business.
All right.
Okay. Paul.
Where do you see your business 5, 10, 15 years down the line?
As a family, we have a plan to do what they call 360-degree manufacturing. 60-degree manufacturing means that you pick one focus area and then you provide for your target group or target audience all most of the basic things they will need in a home. That's what 360-degree manufacturing is. And we will start with the food segment.
Okay, thank you so much for all that information. And good luck to you, Peter. If you would like to see Peter move forward in the competition, you know what to do. You have to vote. And to vote, all you have to do is go to your phone, dial *254# and select Friends with Benefits. You can also vote online by going to nssfug.org. Peter, good luck to you. We'll be back after the break.
Nzijukira ebiseera ebyo abawagizi ekitiibwa nali muzira mu kisaawe ne mbulamu obwa bulijjo nga nsobola okwetuusaako buli kye njagala. Naye olunaku lumu byonna ne biggwaawo. Singa nategekera obukadde bwange nandibadde mu bulamu obweyagaza kati.
Every year, millions of Ugandans retire into poverty. To reduce that number, NSSF has introduced voluntary membership, which allows more Ugandans to save with NSSF and makes contributing easier by letting you pay through mobile money. It is available to individuals who run companies that employ less than 5 employees, as well as those who used to save with the fund and are now gainfully self-employed but are below the age of 60. Sign up today by visiting your nearest NSSF branch.
NSSF. A better life.
This is the NSSF Friends with Benefits Show Season 2. Welcome back. I am Guy Tano. Now remember, at the end of the show, we shall be announcing the winner from last week's episode. But for now, let us meet an NSS representative to tell us a little bit more about the survivor's benefit and the exempted employment benefit. Let's take a look.
Survivor's benefit is paid just like the name to the survivors. So if it's unfortunate that you pass on before being paid, then your next of kin can come and claim that money. And we're encouraging our members out there to always come and update the information. If member details are updated, then even at the time of claiming, it makes it easier and it makes the processing of the claim faster because at least we have basic information.
Exempted employment is a category of benefit that is payable to members of the fund who have joined a category of employment that is exempted by the NSSF Act. A good example is if you join the public service. If you join the army, if you join the police, the law exempts you from contributing to NSSF for the reason that you've got an alternative pension scheme that does ideally what NSSF would be doing.
Well, you learn something new every single day. It's now time for us to meet our 6th contestant from Nansana, Mr. Akula Ssubi. Let's find out what he did when he received his benefits.
A few days after I'd been born, my parents noticed that my eyes were not okay. So they opted to find out what had exactly happened. In Mengo Hospital, the doctors checked the eyes and they realized that there were those small things called cataracts developing. Someone cannot be able to see with those cataracts. I actually underwent an operation where they had to remove the lenses I had and then they put artificial lenses to amplify the vision. As I was having those challenges of vision, Thankfully, God enabled me to study effectively well. I finished high school. I was one of the top students who got a government scholarship to study at Makerere University. Upon graduation, I started to work. I joined NSSF as a member. They started saving. Hello, Ssubi Akula Anderson is my name. I received invalidity benefits. This is my NSSF story. I was working for the National Union of Disabled Persons. Along the time, as I was working, I was having issues. The eyes, they had tried to contain them, but there could be a resurgence of the problem. I decided to ask my employer to relieve me of my duties so that I can take care of my health. I didn't have enough resources at my disposal, so I opted to ask for my invalidity benefits from NSSF. I applied. They told me they needed the medical reports, which I had. I was called by the specialist who reviewed me. After the medical report came out, in less than a fortnight, I got my benefits. When I received the benefits, then I thought, what will I do now? So I decided then that maybe what I can do is invest this money in a small investment that can have a continuous flow of income to sustain my medical condition, but also support my family. So I opted then to buy 2 motorcycles. I've employed 2 young men. When I got these 2 boys, I asked them what actually they could manage to provide if they were given the motorcycle to live with it for a week. One told me I can bring 60,000, the one up country. Then the other one in Kampala told me I can bring 90,000. Averagely, that's my income per week. That is 150,000. I can now access my medical reviews, and I've also been able to support my family and myself. Recently, the situation a bit normalized. I was able to take up another job. I currently work for Comprehensive Rehabilitation Services in Uganda. That is an NGO that rehabilitates children with disabilities. So I'm currently the grants and fundraising officer for the hospital. If I had not saved with NSSF, life would be a different experience than it is today. I thank NSSF for putting all these provisions. When formal employment is not there, you can still survive with your condition. Saving is good. This is the story I want to tell people.
That is indeed a very touching story. Now, please help me in welcoming onto the stage our 6th contestant from Nansana, Ssubi Akula. Welcome. Please go to sit. I find it very difficult when somebody has a disability and they say a disability is not inability.
Yes.
And for lack of a better word, and excuse the pun, that was very insightful, what we just saw. I just want to understand your frame of mind when you got this condition. Did that make you an angry person?
Well, Gaetano, that's a very nice question. In the first stages of life, when you've just realized you are not similar to others in society. Like when I went to primary school, I noticed my eyes were not looking like others. So everybody else would be concerned. Why him? And then they would pinpoint, make fun. So that makes you angry at yourself. So I realized that while they made fun, I could actually do certain things beyond them. You make laugh at me when I go to class, I beat you all, then you keep quiet. That's what
I'm going to pass you over to our judges.
Yes,
there are 4 of them seated here in front of us.
Thank you.
And I see Paul Busharizi. He's raising his eyebrows in anticipation. All right, Paul.
I know him. I know about him.
You know what?
I know about him.
You know about Paul, eh?
I've read about him.
You've read about him?
Yes.
I hope they're all bad things, eh?
All right, you wish, Gaetano. You wish, you wish. But thank you very much, Mr. Akula, for your story. You've invested in motorcycle business.
True.
What are your plans for this business?
The reason why I invested in this business, per se, is not because I wanted huge returns. I wanted something one, to make a difference in the lives of those who are less privileged. Two, to also give myself an opportunity to work on my health. In the meantime, I nurture better plans to handle more comprehensive activities that have more impactful effects on the lives of the other people.
Maybe I'll just take it on from there.
Yes.
Can you share your comprehensive plans in the event you are the lucky winner of the 30 million shillings?
Yes. My biggest dream, if I got this fund, is to help me establish a mentorship and wellness center, and I will call it Ssubi Mentorship and Wellness Center. This center will do basic counseling, marital counseling, family issues, family therapy and issues like that, but also give the unprivileged few skills, life skills in handling how to move on with life.
Yeah, Mr. Akula, your story is touching.
Yes.
You were able to buy motorcycles,
yes,
because you had saved.
Yes.
Now you are getting in some money. Are you saving?
The answer is yes, I am saving. The money that comes in, the first thing I did was again to resume my saving with NSSF. I can proudly say right now I'm still saving with NSSF, but I also have side saving and investments.
Now, just one question from me. When you got the money after the treatment, you invested in 2 motorcycles.
Yes, yes.
If you got the same chance again,
yes,
what will you do differently?
I would want to do something more for the community, depending on the amount I get, which would render community more empowered. For example, setting up a simple day child center.
Thank you very much. This is a story that's very touching indeed, and his vision is very broad. Now, if you would like Akula Ssubi to go on to the next round, well, you have to vote for him, and it's very simple. To do so, all you have to do is type *254# and then look for Friends with Benefits. You can also go online, nssfug.org. We're still here on this show. We've got to announce the winner from last week's episode and so much more. Keep it right here on Friends with
Tired of moving in search of financial assistance? Look no more. PostBank Uganda has all the answers to your financial problems. No more queues. Sign up on PostBank mobile phone banking and dial *263# to pay for bills like water, electricity, URA, passport fees, airtime, etc. You can also make deposits on your account from your phone directly using mobile money services. We have early start accounts for children, school fees loans, group loans, etc. We provide agriculture loans to help farmers purchase seedlings, input, processing, production and marketing your agricultural produce. We also have mobile vans that serve our customers in the hard-to-reach areas. Call toll-free 0800-217200 or visit any of our branches countrywide. PostBank is regulated by the Bank of Uganda. PostBank, empowering you.
It is NSSF Friends with Benefits Season 2, and it is now time to reveal who from last week's episode is moving forward in the competition. Thank you for voting. The votes have been verified and audited by PricewaterhouseCoopers. So will it be Naikumi Mary or Hiram Annette?
Naikumi! Hiram! Hey, the same person said yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Are you ready to find out?
Are you ready?
Are you ready?
Are you ready?
That's why I like it.
I think we should dim the lights. The winner, who will be moving on to the next phase, is Naikumi Mary!
Congratulations to you, Naikumi Mary, and we will see you further in the competition. Remember to keep voting for your favorite contestants.
On today's show, we met 2 inspirational guests, 2 inspirational contestants with amazing stories. We met Peter Kaba, who used his withdrawal benefit to open up a packaging company, and he gave the true meaning to working with family business, from his wife to himself and even his children. We also did meet another inspirational young man who has, well, an eye impairment, Mr. Akula Ssubi, and he's used that to actually work on his cataracts as for treatment, and also buy 2 borders for a source of income. If you want either of those to go through, all you have to do is make sure that you vote and give them a chance to win themselves up to 30 million shillings, first prize, 15 million shillings, second prize, and 10 million shillings for the third prize. Everybody is a winner.
We'd like to thank our amazing judges.
Thank you, judges.
You ask the right questions every time. To you, our audience, thank you so much. And to you watching at home, thank you so much.
The way the audience clap for themselves. They love themselves. All right, remember, it's very important indeed. Remember, save with NSSF. Don't be that person who retires into poverty. You're just there, wow, what can I do? Where do I go? No. And most importantly, do plan for those benefits.
Make sure you tune in next week. We'll be back with the next episode.
Pretty much, that's about it. The voting lines are now open, so start voting. Until next week, we've got to say goodbye. Thank you so much. Take care of yourselves. It's been Friends with...
See you then.